What's going on, guys? It's been a while. My name is Pdaaaawg and we're going to do a bit of a different video today. I haven't uploaded a video in a very long time, despite the fact that I actually have some videos left up and I just got the hiccups. It's always good. I'm just going to let it rock though. But what happens is I got really busy with the first month of school and I figured I don't really have much time to do anything else, never mind record and upload videos. So instead I was working on that, but now I'm back. I'm going to upload this video due to a request by someone who watched one of my greatest A12 matches ever, and he recommended me, why don't you make like a general leaderboard update, which is like showing off like the top say 25 people in the leaderboards and exposing all of them, even though some of them don't have replays and some of them have replays but they're really bad. So I figured, why not? The guy's username was 1337 boardness, I believe, or something like that. So shoutouts to him. So I'm going to make this video, see what's been going on. You might recognize most of these guys because I made videos about them. Here we go. So I might as well zoom in a bit. There we go. As you can see, at number 1 is Berserk, who was actually the same guy that he's actually the same guy. Like, it was actually in his video that I made of the only replay he was seen boosting. That's when Boardness recommended that I try and do this leaderboard video. Mago Cyber, who used to be number 1 for a very long time, he's the number 1 only player, but he's a booster. And there are 3 ways you can find out someone's a booster. If they have no replay, and if they're in like the top 10 or 15, it's almost guaranteed that they're a booster, unless they're Daigo, in which case Daigo chooses not to. And if you've never heard of them as well. In this case, in these 3 cases that we're going to see here, is where they have a replay, but it's whenever they have like 600 player points and 2,500 battle points. I mean, it just doesn't add up. So if you see something like that, then most likely they are probably boosting, because that doesn't make any sense how you get from 600 player points over 10,000. So as you can see, we have 10,035 points between the 2 of them, which obviously is not real because no one's ever reached that far legitimately. We have Vulcan Ravens, Fringe Stars, they're both the exact same, like they're all on the left, so you'll see. Not very good. Definitely not very good. God Palkia, who was number 1 for a long time whenever AE first launched. He plays Cody or something, but he doesn't have a replay, so I'm assuming he's a booster. Aslan Lord, who just randomly showed up like the other day, and he's probably a booster too, because there's no replay of him and I've never heard of him. Floss Prince, who is one of those cases like what Ferdy was back in Super Street Fighter 4, where what happened was they're good players somewhat, even though I have beaten Ferdy before, but they're kind of good players, but they do boost their way up. Like, if some of you remember, I actually uploaded a replay of Floss Prince boosting, and then this replay is actually of him being a legitimately good player. So it's kind of those odd replays, and like he's number 1 in the Super Street Fighter 4 leaderboards, I believe. A little over 10,000. That's when he definitely boosted. Haramnut, who apparently is like, and I'm not sure what nationality he's from, but apparently he's disclosed. But he actually openly admits in his bio that he boosted just to show off how broken the system is. So I think he like played Dan or something, but he was number 3 for a while, and now he's down to number 8. Full Monty, who I've never heard of before, so he's probably a booster. Latif is probably the only guy here who actually got here legitimately, so he should be number 1, despite the fact he's number 10. To my knowledge, I don't think he's ever boosted, but he does have legitimate points because he's actually really good. Visek Door is a pretty odd one because he's kind of good, but I don't know how he got a 6,000 points. This is where we kind of get to the category where there are the boosters, or there are players that are really good, or they're just players that are kind of good but they just have really high points, and they're mostly Japanese. Reputed Turnip 9, never heard of him, booster. Because no replay, I've never heard of him, most likely a booster. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they are, especially if they're from some country like that. If they're Japanese, it might work out. I can't really pronounce Japanese names, but this guy, I'm pretty sure this guy's legit. I don't know, I think I've seen 1 or 2 replays of him, but he doesn't have any replays, which is kind of suspicious. Camu Gact. Looks like a legitimate replay. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I can't bother checking at the moment. BNBBN, who is he's a legitimately good Kami player. Once again, a bit confused how he got this high points, but whatever. Joe bit that name. who's like #1 Rufus or something, or I don't know, he's really high ranked Rufus anyway. He's legitimate, but he just doesn't upload replays. Dun Hiller, who plays Sakura apparently, or Gen, I don't know. But yes, this is kind of like the area where the Japanese players. This is Pikachu, who's only the #2 American up in these leaderboards, and he's legitimately good. Obviously, pretty surprised how he got that many points really quickly. Ryu Chukin, forget how you pronounce that name. Ryu Kachukin, maybe. He's legitimate, Fei Long player, and Ryu player formerly. These are some guys that are kind of like legitimate, like T-Shray. You've probably seen these guys around. DNM 3rd. Ice, and you know, R, who's really strong. Balrog player and Adon. Gamerby, very famous player. Vad Erdem, I don't really get this, because Vad Erdem, he's got 6,000 player points, but he only just hit B+. So I don't get how he got that many points. And also I beat him as well in an endless match, in a 7-mirror match, but that's besides the points. There's Daigo, who, despite the fact he hasn't played this game in ages, is still like in the top 50. Once again, some more random people. There's the Booster Dalsum that I exposed. Mochi, who's a legitimate Dalsum. Some of these people I've never heard. There's Ryan Hart, who's legitimate. I'm Still the Daddy, who's semi-legitimate. Good player, but you don't really see much of him. A lot of people say it's really bad attitude. I can't really judge that. Mago, Zhangmu, more famous players. King of Fighters, I believe that's like Sako, I think. King of Fighters 2002 I'm not too sure, but I think it is. Giz Kazunoko. And there you go, there's the top 50 for you. So, there's a leaderboard update for you, featuring boosters. Like the top 10 are probably boosters. And then from 10 to 50 are all like kind of legitimate. So I'll see you guys later.